Waking up early is a powerful advantage, powerful edge, so valuable. And I mentioned this yesterday, but in reading this book, new book, short, packed with so many valuable lessons, life lessons from a Marine sniper, Medal of Honor winner. I think he's the second youngest Medal of Honor winner of all time. His name is Dakota Meyer. And his new book is called Why to What? How to shift your questions from swirling around the drain of why, and really focusing them instead of on why you're in the situation you're in, what? Why to what? What are you going to do to get to where you're going next? To get out of the situation that you're in. To head towards where it is you feel that you belong. And he talks about how he wakes up early. And everyone always asks him, how do you wake up so early? And he's got a great answer for this. He's like, the best thing you could do to ensure that you're waking up early is not to think about waking up early and setting that alarm clock to start your day super early, as hard as that might be, but instead to change the time that you go to bed. Forget about waking up early. Go to bed. It's not about waking up early. It's about going to bed earlier. Go to sleep earlier. Get your rest earlier. And then you'll naturally wake up. But he's thinking about you start your day. You start when you go to bed. You don't start when you wake up. You start when you go to bed. You finish when you go to bed. And I like that. It's powerful. Something I'll add to it is that, the challenge with going to bed early is if you spend your day doing nothing but sitting at a desk and staring at screens, from your phone to your computer screen at work to your computer screen at home to your phone, scrolling all day, scrolling before you go to bed, then watching TV as you're going to bed. All those screens, if the majority of your day is spent sitting down, eating, and looking at screens, you're going to find it super hard to get to bed early and to take advantage of this immense wellspring of power and energy and healing that you get from waking up early and being able to attack the day with vim and vigor, robust, dynamic. Before the rest of the world is awake, you're out there getting it on, making it happen. Woo! But it's going to be real hard for you to go to bed early if that's how you spend your day. Now, so I go to bed early, so I wake up early. So if you spend your day standing, so forget sitting at your desk. No more sitting. Forget that nonsense. You stand. Stand all day. And if you need a break in the beginning, then you sit for a few minutes and then you get back up. But no more sitting. Get rid of this idea of sitting all day. It's the worst thing you could do, especially for your lower back. Abandon this nonsense. Reject sitting down. You stand. Stand all day. Get one of those standing desks. If you don't have one, do what I used to do back before they had all these standing desks. Back in the day, I used to pile boxes on top of one another and put my computer on top of the boxes so I could stand. So I'd pile them on top of my desk or pile them on top of my table. And then I'd be level eye standing up with my computer. So first of all, you stand. I'm not going to tell you to limit your time on the screen because it's hard enough for anyone to do that. But what I'm going to tell you here, if you're doing a job that requires you to be on the laptop all day, then that's it. You're on a screen all day. So let's put that aside for the moment. So you stand, number one. Number two, You got to schedule in. You got to lock in. You got to ensure that part of your day is being dedicated to training. Training the temple that Yahusha gave you. Train that temple that houses the breath of Yahuwah the Most High. Praise be his name. He gave us this temple. We must revere it. We must honor his creation. This is where he lives. The breath of life, the breath of Yahuwah, the set-apart spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh lives within us. So we strengthen the temple. We do that by training. We train. So get out there and start training. So if you're spending your day standing and you're training, you're hitting the resistance training, the weights, you're doing walks. Maybe you're doing more than I talked about what I do on a daily basis a few messages ago. But if you're putting in the training, here's what's going to happen. All you need is one day where you take the pain and wake up early. Set your alarm for 3:30 a.m. or 4 a.m. Set it real early, okay? Wake up, stand all day, get in a couple of training sessions, even if it's just one, get in one training session, resistance training, and then do some walks during the day. Again, this is minimum, but this is great if you could just do this. And we're not even talking about eating clean foods yet. Just the training element and the standing all day. And then what's going to happen after you do this for a day or maybe 2 days most, final thing, you set a time that you put that phone away and you stop scrolling, right? So what I do is at 8 o'clock every night, give or take a minute, turn that phone off, set your alarm, put the phone aside. That's it. You don't look at it again. I will not look at my phone again. 8 o'clock, it's done. And that's it. I go upstairs and I get ready for bed. Brush my teeth, shower, get my clothes ready for the next day, get it done. I do not look at that phone. I don't look at that screen. I don't want it. I don't need it. Don't want to mess with my downtime. I'm getting down now. I'm getting ready for sleep, getting ready for bed. Don't want those eyes stimulated by that phone, by the news on it, by the emails coming in, by the messages coming, the texts coming in. Just by that intense light. Don't want that either coming off of that phone. That phone will keep you awake. No more scrolling, nothing. Put it aside. And what's going to happen is this. Here's what happens to me now. Because I'm waking up super early, because I'm standing all day, because I'm training, I'm putting in a few training sessions every single day. By the time 8 o'clock rolls around, even before 8 o'clock, I'm falling asleep. I'm sitting on the couch or sitting in the chair, and I'm nodding off, and my wife's waking me up. She's like, okay, let's go, it's time. You fall asleep naturally. You get tired naturally. Your circadian rhythm kicks in, which is the healthiest thing. You get that circadian rhythm going the right way. You're waking up early, you're going to bed early. So you do that a few times, and then you don't have to struggle going to bed early because you're going to be tired, you're going to be sleepy, you're going to want to go, you're going to start nodding off, you're going to start falling asleep naturally. Then it becomes easy. No longer a hardship. In fact, a lot of the times, I wake up I set my alarm for 4 a.m. These days, it's 4 a.m. I've done it early. I've done it at 3:30. I've done it at 3. I've done it at 4:30. 4 a.m. these days is how I'm doing it. And I usually wake up a little bit before. I'm up before, and I'm gone. If I'm a little bit tired, I sleep till 4. That's it. But now, it's not a hardship any longer. So, if you organize your day correctly, going to bed early, and what are you staying up past 8 o'clock? What are you staying up for anyway? What's going on in your life? Don't get me wrong. Unless you're working, or unless you're studying, unless you're doing one of those two things, unless you're doing something productive, what are you doing after 8 o'clock? Watching TV? Scrolling through social media? Watching YouTube? What are you doing? Listening to podcasts? What are you doing? Going out with friends, having dinners, having drinks, partying? What are you doing? What, other than productive work or productive study or productive research, what are you doing after 8 o'clock that you need to be up for? I challenge you. There's no reason for you to not be able to start putting it all down and getting ready for bed at 8 o'clock. There's just nothing. Unless you work at night, or unless you're studying because you're going to school, or unless you're doing research for a project, unless there's some productive reason for you to be up past 8 o'clock, just no reason. There's nothing good that comes for it. Nothing wholesome, nothing prosperous, nothing healthy is happening. And you have to get yourself right so you can get your people right. You have to nurture yourself so you can nurture your people. Yahuwah, love Yahuwah with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your people as you love yourself. So how are you going to love your people if you're not loving yourself? How are you going to take care of your people if you're not taking care of yourself? How are you going to live as an example for your people, someone they can lean on if you're not taking care of yourself, taking care of the temple of Yahuwah, Yahusha? Yahusha, the Son of the Most High, Yahuwah, the Most High manifested in the flesh. Yah, the Most High, Shah, salvation. The Most High who delivers salvation, the Most High who redeems. It tells this parable. It's not even a parable. He says to his Talmudim, to his taught ones, to his disciples, he says to the people, he says that when he comes in his glory with the set-apart messengers and takes his seat, the seat of power, when he comes with the power and the glory and the messengers, the set-apart messengers, and he takes his rightful seat on the throne, the nations will come before him and he will separate them, as one separates the sheep from the goats, and he will put the sheep to the right and the goats to the left. And he will say to his sheep, blessed are you, blessed are you. For when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was sick, you visited me. When I was in prison, you visited me. And for this you are blessed, and you will inherit the reign that my Father, Yahuwah, has prepared for you since the foundation of the world. And then he will look to the left at the goats. He'll look to the left, and he'll say to them, and you are accursed. Be done with you, wicked ones. Again, I'm paraphrasing here. I forgot something. And his sheep will say to him, but when? When did we give you food? When was it that you were hungry and we fed you? When was it that you were thirsty and we gave you drink? When was it that you were homeless and we took you in? When was it that you were sick and we visited you? When was it? And he says to them, when you had done this to the least among you, you did it to me. And so you are blessed and you inherit the reign of Yahuwah. And to those on his left, he says, and for you accursed ones, when I was thirsty, you did not give me drink. When I was hungry, you did not give me food. When I was without shelter, you did not take me in. When I was sick, you did not visit me. When I was in prison, you did not visit me. When I was naked, you did not clothe me. And the evil and the sinful and the decadent, defiled, depraved of this world, the accursed ones say to him, but Adonai, when was it that you were sick and we did not visit you, that when you were naked and we did not clothe you, that when you were homeless that we did not take you in, that you were hungry and we did not feed you? When was it that you were thirsty that we did not give you drink? And he says to them, I did not know you because you did not do this for the least of us. You did not clothe the least of us. You did not slake the thirst of the least of us. You did not fill the bellies of the hungriest of us. Those who were without shelter, you never took them in. Those who were sick, you did not take care of them. You did not visit them. And so you do not know me. You did not know me for what you did and did not do to the least of us. So you did unto me. And for those that are cast into Gehenna, the valley of Hinnom, into the pit, into the darkness where there is thrashing and gnashing of teeth. What you do to the least of us, you do to him. How you treat your people is how you treat Yahuwah Yahusha. How you love your people is how you love Yahuwah Yahusha. And how can you live as an example for them? If you don't nurture yourself, if you don't take care of yourself. Strengthen the temple, strengthen yourself, wake up early, get an edge on the day, get that circadian rhythm, get that healing, get that joy, get that love, get that spiritual nourishment, get that clean, good Yahuwah born food. Get that training in. Harden the temple that houses the Ruach HaKodesh and live, truly live the everlasting life by receiving the word. Live as an example for your people. Know Yahuwah Yahusha by knowing his people.